Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and I'm here to talk to you guys about a very intriguing and interesting fight in the heavyweight division. It's going to take place in Saudi Arabia. Let's see, I think it's going to take place on June 3rd. Let me see. Yeah, June 1st. June 1st, Saudi Arabia. And it's going to be between two of the most dangerous heavyweight punchers in boxing today. Two of the most frightening heavyweights, in my opinion. Zhilie Zhang out of China, 26 wins, 2 losses, 21 knockouts, former WBO interim heavyweight champion of the world, versus the bronze bomber Deontay Wilder, 43 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 42 knockouts. You heard it correct, ladies and gentlemen. 42 knockouts out of 43 wins is astonishing. Wilder is the hardest puncher in the heavyweight division today, and the record speaks for itself. He's only lost 3 times, 2 to one man in Tyson Fury in a tremendous trilogy, and 1 to Joseph Parker. Wilder drew with Fury, and then the Parker was the 3rd loss in a fight that it was the least competitive I've seen Wilder in any of his fights in his career. And I was really surprised of how Wilder looked against Parker. I mean, Wilder looked like he didn't want to be in there no more, man. In the fight, in the ring to fight, he was not. He showed up for a check, and I was really disappointed. And I'm sure for whoever is a Wilder fan was as well. And I'm sure, like me, you felt like this ain't right. Wilder don't want to fight. You know, Wilder always had a chance, and he was not letting his hands go at all in that fight with Parker. So now he's back since that loss against Zhilie Zhang. He's back in there with Zhilie Zhang, who's no slouch, who's very dangerous. If Wilder goes in there like how he went in there with Parker, it's not going to be pretty. Because Zhang can finish him. Can really end his career and do it in a bad way with a vicious knockout, because Zhang is a big heavyweight as well, punching power in both hands, and can box, you know, and he's got a chance in this fight, you know, but that all depends on what Wilder comes in. Are we gonna get the Wilder that fought? If we get the Wilder that fought Parker, Zhang beats him, no problem. Zhang beats him, no problem. You cannot be gun shy and not letting your hands go against a fighter like Zhang. And if Wilder goes in there to do the same thing like we did to Parker, it's going to be lights out. As a Wilder fan, it's going to be lights out. Now, if Wilder goes in there and surprises us and lets his hands go and swing away like the Wilder we've known in the past, swing away like a madman, like a man on a mission, he's got a shot. He's got a chance and a shot in this fight to win by knockout. Because Zhang, he can box, he can punch, and he's very good, but if Wilder swings away, especially with that dangerous, deadly cannon of a right hand, eraser, he can put the lights out on Zhang as well, because Zhang is a bit too stationary, he doesn't move his head much, so he'll always be in position for that right hand. And that right hand of Wilder is pretty fast. So right on the chin of Zhang, with that right hand, Zhang, man, he's gonna dance for us or hit the deck on his butt or on his face. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, if the Wilder that fought Parker goes in there, that's it. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I saw the press conference today. With Wilder, I think it was today or yesterday. Anyway, I saw it today. And Wilder, when he spoke about his career and how he feels about fighting, he said he lost the hunger. he admit he lost the hunger. And like I said, and for those of you who are Wilder fans and know how Wilder fights and all that stuff, you knew something was wrong in that fight. You know he didn't want to be there, like I said. So he admit he lost the hunger, and yeah. Not saying now he can beat Parker in a rematch, but it'll be a more competitive fight, much more. But it was what it was. So Wilder said and admit that he lost the hunger, but now I'm watching Wilder speak, right? And I'm like, Wilder's like how he was when he was world champion, 10 title defenses, putting everyone on their backs, knocking them out, flat out like Dominic Brazil, dropping Fury, even though he lost those fights, but dropping Fury, knocking out King Kong Ortiz, G-Raw Washington, Burmese Tavern. When Wilder was speaking, I saw the Wilder of old. Wilder looked serious about every word that he said. He was passionate about what he was speaking of. You know, he said things that he have said in the past, like he just can't wait to get in there and show his stuff with a little smirk on his face, like this isn't a game. This is the Wilder of old, and I'm gonna go in there and do business. Like how he talks. He's not here to play around. Like how he's like in the past. This is the Wilder that I was seeing in that press conference the other day. That happened the other day. I was pleased and happy Wilder spoke that way because he sounded hungry again. Wilder, he picked up a bronze medal in the Olympics in 2008 in Beijing. And he didn't really have any plans to go pro until he had to take care of his daughter, who was going through a condition at the time that he didn't have any money for. So he started boxing professionally to raise money for his daughter's treatment. So he was on a mission. And he did what he had to do. He got a successful career out of it. He put his mind to it. Every time he stepped into the ring, he thought about his daughter, about raising the money for his daughter's cure, treatment. Every fight was about her. The way he swinged his hands, knocked out everyone, it was for her. Wilder became champion, made a lot of money, 10 title defenses, took a few losses, 2 to 1 guy, the other to Parker, and a draw, and lost the hunger. But now he says something happened now that the hunger is back, and I'm just ready to go in there and show the world that Wilder's back, and Shaga's in trouble. He gonna feel every bit of me, basically, what Wilder's trying to say. And he just can't wait. He just can't wait. This isn't a game. We risk our lives in this sport for you guys' entertainment, and I'm just ready to go. This is Wilder. I'm just ready to go. With a little smile, a little smirk, with a little giggle. Oh my God, he just can't wait. Like, that's Wilder. That's the Wilder that I've known and fell in love with. And that's the Wilder that's dangerous. That's Wilder right there. And words, actions speak louder than words. And it's easier said than done. But I've seen that Wilder in the past. And that Wilder have stepped into the ring and gone berserk on his opponents and knocked them out. So if Wilder is speaking this way, he steps in there with Sean and swings away and all out assault, hungry, on a mission, then Sean is in big trouble. The only way Sean, I think, can win this fight is if the Wilder that fought Parker steps in there with it. He better hope and pray that the Wilder that fought Parker steps in there. Because even the Wilder that fought Fury is dangerous for Sean. Especially in the third fight, even though Wilder lost, Wilder was very dangerous. He almost won the fight. Like dropping Fury twice, and it looked like Fury didn't want to get up, but this is it. Sean versus Wilder, and I think Sean is gonna get the Wilder pole. And if he does, based on what I saw from Wilder and how we spoke, I think he's gonna get him. And if he does, this is gonna be one wild, crazy ass fight. And it's gonna be a heavyweight banger, heavyweight slugfest. These two guys are on a mission. They can't afford a next loss. The loser in this fight likely has to think about their career. Is gonna have to think about their career. Wilder said if he loses, retirement is likely the next option. But so he doesn't want to lose. He's behind Eddie Hearn. He's on Team Eddie Hearn in this 5-on-5 thing with Matchroom and Frank Warren. I think that's his name. I think that's his name. Let me make sure. Guys. Yes, it is Frank Warren. There's a 5-on-5 series between Matchroom Boxing and Frank Warren, Queensberry Promotions. Going on here. And Wilder is part of Eddie Hearn's team after Eddie Hearn spoke bad about Wilder after his last fight with Parker, saying that, asking the fans and the world to the camera, who has Wilder beat? Who has Wilder beat? Trying to sound like Eddie Hearn here, but now Eddie Hearn is behind Wilder. That he will, saying that Wilder will destroy Sean in 3 rounds. That's incredible if that happened. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to talk to you guys about this fight. It should be great. I am your host, Jose Cruz. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing right here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.